All right. Skeet's Wild Hunt. I did not get this kit just to mispronounce the name of them over and over again while playing fantasy, but I just thought this was a cool little kit. I just wanted some models to put together. And I'm actually very surprised at how well these turned out as far as, fantasy models. These are the first fantasy models I've gotten, which is, of course, Age of Sigmar now. I guess I should get that right. And you know what? They went together very well. I don't have them push fit in all the way because I actually thought about, like, painting them and then assembling them. So this would just be a good opportunity to try that out and see how it goes. But they went together very well. They fit together very well. I didn't have any problems with any of them, right? So that is very cool. It's nice to see that, Games Workshop's, come a long way. They really have. So these are just awesome. The way that they go together, it's nice and easy, right? And I don't even know if I will use these guys, but I just thought that Skeeth himself, this guy on a bigger base, he just kind of looks cool. A pretty cool model, right? He's got that javelin that lets this unit hit a little bit harder. This thing does 2 damage instead of 1. It's a little bit easier to wound with it. He can throw it like 9 inches. You guys got to figure these guys have a fleet of foot, so they can move, advance, and then still shoot. So he can probably be pretty annoying with that javelin, doing 2 damage, 1 rend. Ooh. The rest of these guys, they all have like a close combat weapon that's giving them 2 attacks, but no rend, and they're just doing 1 damage. So the guy with the horn, though, is a wizard. So he can unbind. He can also use an ability that he chooses a unit and it becomes easier for them to wound. So instead of wounding on a 3-up, they would wound on a 2-up. So I think that can be very useful, to strengthen some other units and just kind of keep this guy in the back, try to keep the wizard alive, and try to keep Skeet here alive. That way he can just keep harassing stuff with that javelin. And maybe, just maybe, the wizard here can unbind some stuff. There's also a chick with a bow, right? So the unit's a little bit better with range because you don't just have the javelin, which is doing, 2 damage, right? And it has a rend 1. This bow is actually probably the second best profile in this unit. It is an 18-inch range. It does have rend 1. I do believe it's only 1 damage. Yeah, the seeker bow. So, you're not just throwing that spear, you're also shooting the seeker bow with it. So it makes them a little bit more menacing. Just picking stuff off. I figure it's going to be worth at least a few Skaven every turn. So I just thought it was a pretty cool little box. There is another one of these. I can't wait to see what I get there because honestly, I don't have a codex. I don't have any of the stats or anything for any of these, so I really didn't know. And my understanding is these are some kind of like little kill teams anyway, but they will be in the codex, in the, what do they call it? The battle tome. So I don't know. I just thought these were really cool, and they were pretty cheap from Games Workshop themselves. And I figured it would give me some elves to put together, just to build up some of the hype for the box set that I'm waiting for. And we're waiting for some Skaven too, so it's going to be awesome. Maybe I can fit this into that, right? We got some Skaven stuff to keep it even, right? We made sure to try to balance both teams. But yeah, Skeet's Wild Hunt, first thing we got put together for Age of Sigmar, Warhammer Fantasy. Finally, I'm getting my elves. Pretty excited. So we'll see if we can score any major plays with Skeet. I can't. Well, it's always something like that for me. I'll get some kind of minor unit like that, and they will end up just being effing gold. Like, like the guy will do maximum damage every time, just for whatever reason, and it'll just be some no-name unit. It just doesn't even make sense, and they'll just super perform for me. So maybe this will be it. Who knows? He's got that little javelin, right? At least there's some potential there, right? There's wounds to shave off. Oh, that's the other thing. Skeeth has 2 wounds, right? So it makes him a little bit tankier. And obviously, if you take some hits, you have these other units to sacrifice. You have 2 of them to sacrifice, which are just giving up basic attacks from the unit before you have to sacrifice either the elf, the dude with the thing with the bow or the thing with, the wizardry power, right? And then obviously probably get rid of Skeet last because he has that 2 damage javelin. I guess it all depends on what's going on. You might want to try to leave the wizard alive, so maybe that spell will keep going off, and you can empower some of your other allies to make it easier for them to wound. I don't know. It all depends on, I guess, how it plays out or what you want to do. So I will try running them. I think I saw that they were like 120 points, so I don't think it's going to be that much of a burden to put these just, into a little army list, and we'll see what happens. But just wanted to share. Thought they were pretty cool. Wanted to actually give Games Workshop some props, right? They are making better, higher quality models. These are absolutely fantastic, the way that they go together. So that makes me feel a little bit better about, because man, when everything happened with Forge World and like how bad they butchered my order, I was so pissed. I honestly thought, like, you know what, I'll just, I'm glad I didn't walk away from this hobby completely. That's all I have to say right now, because there are good models that you can get out there, right? And this box in particular, I was kind of surprised because they were under $30. So a lot of boxes like this that Games Workshop was selling, they're like $50, $60. So this one I felt was like worth the risk, and it paid off for me because I just think this one's going to turn out pretty damn cool. Let me know what you think. Later.